Hey guys, how you doing today? I need to repot this beautiful begonia. This is Begonia Ricinifolia. Ricinifolia. I'll put the name up on the screen. I am awful at pronouncing names. But anyways, this is one that I got. I ordered her in the summertime from Akari. And this is a beautiful, beautiful begonia. Hold on. I want you guys to see how fuzzy the back of the leaves, the whole stem, and the front of these leaves are. This thing is nuts. Look at this. You can see, look how fuzzy that stem is. I love it. It looks like caterpillars. Now I'm not going to be able to bend this leaf, but the back of the leaves have that same texture to them, and this one is the biggest leaf I have, and all these little, oh I just love it. But anyways, my dog is down there staring at the floor. I don't know why. She might have seen a spider. But I need to get her out of this pot. She's got roots coming out of the bottom of the pot. She's only been in it, I think I bought her in June, possibly, July. Oh wait. Yeah, July, 7/20. I've been getting better about writing down the date of when I buy my plants. Now, as long as I just don't lose my tag. But she's a begonia that I am watering constantly. You can see I can't tip her over too much because I don't want to dump her out of her pot. I just watered her yesterday. So she ought to be very, very easy to get out of this pot. I want her to come out in a big hunk. I don't want to rip the soil out away from her. I just want to be able to lift her up and put her into this bigger pot that I have. Now I am putting her in a very large pot. It's double the size of the pot that she's in now, but she is a very, very fast grower. I'm having a really hard time keeping her watered. I will just water this pot sparingly. So I'm going to move all this, and you can see the big pot I'm putting her in. Oops, well, no, you can't. But that's what I'm doing with her. I wouldn't suggest putting her in a big, huge pot like that. Because like I said, I am going to be watering her very, very sparingly. Because she, for one, is going from terracotta to plastic. And she's going into a much, much bigger pot, but I don't want to have to keep repotting her, and she really needs to be in a bigger pot. This is a massive begonia, and her stems are huge and thick, and her leaves get really big, and I don't want to have to keep repotting her. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take her tag, and I'm going to loosen up the soil. This is not working well. Let me get my knife. Okay, I got my knife. I'm just loosening up around the pot. Now, very carefully, hopefully without any of my dog's help, good luck with that, I'm going to push the bottom going to push through that hole on the bottom and just lightly, I got a hold of one of the rhizomes. There, she popped right out. So I'm going to carefully, I'm going to get right over. Yeah, her root system is crazy. I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys, but I had to do that quick because I don't want to break her. So I guessed the height pretty good. Thank goodness. I'm not going to mess with any of this. I'm just going to start filling in. I have my soil right here. Oh, I don't know where to go with everything. So I'm just going to start filling her in. I've got her in a really fast draining soil. It's nice and airy, lots of perlite, just regular soil, a little bit of cocoa coir, and a lot of perlite. Because I want her to be fast draining, especially putting her over in this plastic pot. But she also likes to stay. This is a very new and different plant for me, but she likes a lot of water in that terracotta pot. So I'm hoping putting her into this plastic, I won't have to water her so much. And being it's so big, I'm not going to water her very much because I don't want to overwater her and kill her. Pressing down the soil. I'm going to press her down just a little. I don't recommend going into a big huge pot like this. But I have a lot of my plants like this because of the fact that I have a hard time keeping up with water. And yes, this is the ugliest pot on the face of the earth. I've had it for forever. I mean, you can see it's very very old pot. It's very discolored, but it's all I have. And I don't know if you guys have been having the same problem I have, but the stores just are not carrying a whole lot of pots. And the clay pots, you might as well forget it. You can't even find any. But since I just watered her yesterday morning, I watered her really, really good. So I'm not going to water her right now. I'm going to wait a couple of days, and I'm going to be moving her I think into my living room where she can get highlight. I'm going to try to, because she's so big and spreads out so much that she's taking up a lot of room on my plant table in here. And I'm thinking about trying to tie her up. I've got some really soft yarn. I suppose I could use my Velcro tape, but you want to be very careful with these stems because they break really easily, so I'm afraid to do like a whole lot of adjusting, but I do need to get her up. So I think the back is fine. I'm going to put a stake here to hold her up, and a stake over here. I think I have some better bamboo. Hold on. Okay, I got some of my bamboo, and here they are. I just broke it because I can't cut it with my clippers. I'm just gonna clean the ends up here. I did not realize my fan was on, so I hope that's not going to be an issue with sound in the video. These are 4-foot bamboo that I buy, and I just broke it in half. Well, as half as I could get it, but I'm going to, I got my Velcro tape, I got a little bit of it. I'm just going to go ahead and use that. But I want to get this leaf up. And then this one too. So I'm gonna, I know I said I was going to use yarn, but then I just grabbed my tape. I think I'll use maybe this. Yeah, I think I'll put that one right there. That'll keep that one up more. That's the whole problem with having big flouncy plants is, okay, I think I'm going to move this one over just a little. Get her up. But yeah, that's the problem with having big flouncy bushy plants is it leaves very little room for other plants. I'm going to stick that one right there and try to get this one up a little bit more. I hate having all those stakes in there, but I've got to do it because I can't have everything so spread out. I just don't have room. I'm going to have to order some more floral tape. This is all I got left. I just keep forgetting to do it. I really do love this floral tape. But this begonia seems like it grows really, really well. It loves bright light. So, well, I hate all of the stakes in it to hold her up, but it's really necessary because I can't have it just flapping over everywhere and taking up a bunch of room on my plant table or on the floor. There, I'm going to drape that one over like that. That's an older leaf. But she likes bright light. Nothing where the sun's hitting her unless it's maybe a little bit of morning sun. She seems to like halfway moist, This is actually, this begonia actually is a rhizome. So it's like way out of my comfort zone as far as begonias go. I usually really like the cane begonias, but like I said, I'm going to water her very sparingly. I do have a lot of aeration in the soil, so between the perlite and there was a little bit of bark left in there, the last of my bark, but you could also use sand, maybe some small stone, like fish aquarium stone or something like that, something really small. But I am going to see how she does moving her, and hopefully she will do good, as good as she has done under my Mars Hydrolite, but she's getting so big, I just don't have the room for her anymore. So, that's it. I am going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Peace.